but I don't have it very often. It's not very often. Chef, can you recommend like rice cookers? I have no experience with them, but I really want to buy one for some reason. With all honesty, I've always done my rice in the pan. Never really bought any rice cookers, so I can't really recommend something I haven't really used much. So if chat wants to integrate on that and recommend, chat, you carry on. I've never really used rice cookers myself, but if you want to, go for it. But sorry, Donkerson, it's not something I've really kind of divulged in. Is there really any point in drinking unless you are thirsty? I mean, the thirst relax have been evolved for like a very long time. It is recommended to keep yourself hydrated, because then otherwise if you get to a state where you're like, oh, I got a headache, it takes ages to go. So, and that's usually the case if you feel in like a little bit dehydrated or whatnot. I always recommend drinking water and keeping yourself hydrated. It's not, you don't want to get to yourself to a point where you're almost dehydrated, do you? If you eat a lot of rice all the time, rice cooker could be worth it, but yeah, I cook mainly in the pan. Yeah, I don't usually have rice that much, maybe once every 2 weeks. I don't have a lot of rice in my diet. Advantage of rice cooker is having like a warm, nice, ready all day instead of like cooking rice multiple times. That's true. I guess it comes down to, are you going to be cooking a lot of rice? If so, maybe, maybe not. El Mogra, thank you so much for the follow. How you doing today, amigo? Hope you're having a fantastic, cheeky Monday. It's good to have you here. Thank you so much for the follow. Alright, bit of soy. Soy me up. Tablespoon of honey for the sweetness. If we needed a bit more sweetness, I got more honey, so that's fine. And about a tablespoon of rice vinegar as well. All rice cookers, sorry, are pretty much like the same, and cheap ones are okay. Put in like washed rice, fill the water until it's like one knuckle above the rice, turn on, come back later. Seems pretty straightforward, pretty easy. But yeah, I've always used the pan. I mean, whatever you guys are used to or you prefer. If you mean, to be honest with you, it's probably worth investing if you're cooking rice like 2 to 3 times a week, then yeah, I would say it. But for me, I personally don't have too much rice. But whatever you fancy, whatever you fancy. Where is my... I think it's over here. Did I wash it up earlier on? Oh yeah, it's here. That's good. Right, where are we at now? What sort of honey? This is... I don't even know what honey I got. It's called Blossoms. I did have some like New Mexico honey, but I bought this one ages ago, so I'm still using this one up. But I try and buy like kind of local kind of honey if I can. Or if I see any kind of local honey, then I'll definitely try and divulge in it. But yeah, don't really kind of try and avoid any kind of processed honeys or anything like that. Try and go natural as possible. But the thing with honey, it's very expensive. So, but it should last you a long time. You shouldn't go through like a whole bottle in 1 week. Let's put it that way. Local honey. Oh yeah, also helps with allergies. I mean, I personally don't have any allergies, not that I know of, but yeah, it kind of, you know, keeps it at bay, I guess. I have Aroma houseware rice cookers from Amazon. Use Chef's link if you buy it. No problems with it. Appreciate it, Craig. Appreciate it. Just wildflower or any like sort of specific flour? I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I'll have a little read now. Keep an eye on my peppers a sec. Actually, I think this is a New Mexico honey because it's got it in Spanish as well. Oh, okay, it's a mix of Canada, Argentina, okay, and Mexico. It's a grade A. Fancy. Yeah, it is a little bit fancy. But, yeah, it's pretty good quality honey. Storms warning. Oh, no. I don't need any more storms warning. We've had enough storms this week. Storms warning. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. How are you doing today, amigo? Hope you're having a fabulous, cheeky day. It's good to have you here. Thank you so much for the follow. Bees are amazing. Do you know what, guys? Without bees, we wouldn't have all our vegetables and our plants and things like that. So, do you know what? Making sure you look after the bees is very, very vital and very important. So, you'd be quite surprised. Without bees, we wouldn't have fruit. We wouldn't have vegetables. Nothing will pollinate it. We'd be screwed. So, bees are actually very important. Save the bees, indeed. Even if you're like trying to get some flowers out in your garden, you know, that'll really help them big time. So it just says honey, not what like sort of flower it's from. No, it doesn't say exactly what flowers. It's a mix from Canadian, Mexico honey, and Argentinian honey, Smuckers. Actually, Chef, many fruits you are like hand pollinated. Oh, really? That's interesting. Oh, yeah, so some of them do, but a lot of them don't know. Because bees are like too random and like outperformed by a guy with like a paintbrush. But it's not always the case though. Bees do a lot of that work though, Tim Zitz. But I'm no gardener, so I can't really like go too much into detail with this, but I do know for a fact they do help a lot though. If you got rid of them, you would be seeing a loss in a lot of fruits and things like that. But you could probably hand pollinate some of them, yeah. This stream brought to you by bees. Have a buzzing day. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's gone corny now. Indeed, I'm in many honeybee rescue groups. Oh, fantastic. That's amazing. I've never seen a bee where I've been like living for like the last 4 years, but lots of bumblebees get sexy with my flowers. It's always good to have flowers in your garden for sure. It does help. It really does help. Right. So I'm going to put this back on the heat in a second. This is looking fantastic. So that's done. It's all nice and soft. We're going to have a little taste in a sec. But I just want to start cooking my pork chops. So I'm going to get another pan. I was going to use that pan, but yeah, it's okay. That's fine. That's a good point. Have I actually got another pan I can use? Oh, I tell you what, I can use my non-stick. Use my non-stick, and then I'm going to put them onto a tray and in the oven if they need longer. So, yeah, medium heat's fine. We're good with that. Our biggest danger is not to honeybees, but like total hive populations are like up. They're like domesticated. Native bees populations are like getting wrecked. It's not good. It's not good. We need to help them, don't we? I can tell you. You have embraced America lingo because you are adding like to people's sentences when there isn't one. What are you on about? I have no idea what you mean. I never add to anyone's sentences. Kappa. That's quite odd. I suppose I'm sort of suspect if it doesn't even mention what type of flower it's come from. Even if it's just like wildflower, like a galberry is one of my favorite honeys. I'm sure if you phone the company, they'll probably tell you what kind of flowers they are. But I did have like a local honey which did have those information on there, but this is a different one I've got that I just wanted to use up. When I was in CA, is that Canada, right? I saw like a squad relocation hive that had like developed near children's museums. It was neat. Oh wow, really? This is like Chef, like is totes weird, like, you know. Yeah, but like typically says just like on the bottle. It actually doesn't say on there, but I'll have another look. But I'm pretty sure. Should say. Some of it's in Spanish though, or Mexican, sorry. But yeah, no, it doesn't say. Honey should not be fed to infants under the age of 1 year of age. But yeah, no, it doesn't really say the flower, dude. Not all of them do. Oh, hang on. What about clover? Is that a type of flower? Clover? Clover blossoms? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Who was that? With the cheeky hosts. Sapphire, so good to see you. How you doing? Thank you so much for the host, my friend. What have you been up to? How's things? Right, a little bit of peanut oil. I'm only going to do one of the chops because the other one's going to be for my wife when she comes home. And I'll do it fresh for her when she's back later. Okay, so. Let's get that all spread out nicely. Let's go grab one of the chops. Yes, clover. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. I'm a little dumb with that. There we go. Yep, clover it is. Okay. Okay. That's what the cows eat. Pretty much. Hi, Chef. Doing fantastic. I'm so glad things are going well. It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. Right. So here's our pork chops. Let's be marinated. Marinating. It's okay. It's Monday. I got broken today, so there you go. That's what you get, Chef gibbering. So there we go. Some beautiful chops. Ah. Beautiful. Right. So I'm just going to cook this one off once that's nice and hot. Look at that deliciousness. We all love clover, all over this land. The butter brand. Oh, I know the song. Haven't been totally Americanized. Right. Okay. Beautiful. So let's leave that other one in there to marinate. Put that back in the fridge for my wife later. You do want to see the sizzle, right? So there you go. Oh man, I forgot to do my videos today. It's been one thing after another with me, isn't it? It's okay. Still got time to do them. I've done a few of them, but I just keep forgetting to do them. I've been so inversed with you guys. Chatting away. Right, video. Let's have a look. I'm just going to give that a couple of minutes before I do the video and then turn it over and then whatever. Actually, I'll just do a video now. Be quicker with it. There we go. There's another one done. Chef didn't prepare one for you. I'm sorry, amigo. Kappa. Only one at a time. Keeping the other one fresh for my wife when she comes home so I can make it fresh. Well, this was a PG stream. It is a PG stream. What are you on about, amigo? Sapphire, what have you been up to anyway, my friend? I'm glad you're doing fantastic. How's things? What have you been up to? It's so good to see you. It's always PG here. What are you on about? I didn't do anything. Unless it's just gone over my head. Oh, the steak frying? The pork chop frying? It's delicious. You only need one for you, though. Yeah, one for me. Might not eat all of it, but we'll see. We will see. Now, you noticed I probably haven't seasoned it, right? Reason for that is because of the soy. If it does need seasoning later on, look at that beautiful charring. Oh, you can't see it. Beautiful bit of charring from the honey, from the soy sauce. All those beautiful flavors charring off very nicely. So that pork chop looks nice, chef. Appreciate it. That's not a steak. Yeah, it is. It's called pork steak. Do you know you can call steak lots of different varieties as well? It's not just beef. Just FYI. It's a pork steak. It's a beef steak. It's, you know, same thing. But yeah, when you usually say steak, a lot of people think, oh, beef. Yeah, it's usually beef, but not always. Right. Oh, my delicious charring. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful bit of charring. It's ready to go. It's going to go in the oven. It's going to take about 20 minutes. Put my timer on. Right, that needs to come off. What else do I need to do? Cook the fritters so we can switch them back over. I'm just going to put this at the back, actually. Set that off. Turn that off. Is that pretty hot now? It's just about there. It's just about there. It needs to be a little bit more hotter, so I'm just going to turn it up a little bit more. Tuna steak. No, it's not tuna steak. I missed it. Oven temperature, 180 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit, for about 20 minutes. Depends on like the thickness as well of your steak. If you especially got the bone in, I'd say 25 to 30 maybe. You don't want to cook it though to a point where it's just going to be like overcooked to how it's going to be dry. Ugh! Nothing worse than that. So I'm going to give it 15. I said 20, but I'm going to give it 15. I feel like 15 will be good enough for that. 20 might be a little bit too dry, so we'll see. If it's not, I can always put it in for another 5 minutes. I can't reverse it if I've put it in for 20. Too late. Ship, set, sail, as they say. Alrighty, so the little fritters we're going to do next. I'm going to drop these in. I also want to get a little bit of kitchen roll, a little plate, just to drain these off as well. So kitchen roll. I got to really get in the habit of doing videos as well, guys. So I almost forgot to do some videos today. I've done a few, but wish I'd done a few more though. I mean, we got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not really a huge deal, is it? But it's okay. It's not a problem. Right, so, well, actually, talking about video, let's do this now. Just drop this in, if this is hot enough, which I think it should be. It should be. So, move that out of the way. That'll do. Let's drop a few more down as well. So we're going to kind of have them until they're nice and golden. And then what I can do is take a reheat. When I reheat that back up, I'll take a video of that as well. It's just for my Instagram. If you're like, what's the videos for, Chef? Instagram. Hey, Muffinetta, how's it going? Pork chops, certainly is. What's your YouTube channel? Exclamation mark YouTube. My YouTube channels, I don't really edit the videos. They're just like reruns of this. I do have like a short cooking videos, which I've stopped doing now, which is another one, which are there in chat. So the short cooking videos are still there, but I stopped doing them because I'm not a video editor. It just got burnt out with video editing. It drove me nuts. So yeah. But they are there. If you want to follow, you can do, just to keep up to date with like old streams or, you know, old things to follow. You can do. So just flip them over nicely. One of my favorite appetizers to make is like pulled pork jalapeno poppers. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's go in. What are those little balls? So we've got blue cheese, spinach, fritters, which we coated in panko crumbs. So they're cooking off very nicely. We've also got the Asian style sweet and sour pork chop, honey, peppers, soy, rice vinegar in there with the red onions. And then I'm going to finish it off with a few little bits of courgette as well, which I forgot to add, but I'll add them very shortly when we reheat them back up. So these are not going to take long. Maybe I should have done this on a little higher heat, but they should be nice and crunchy anyway. Should be nice and crunchy anyhow. Just want it to a point where the cheese is just like starting to melt. Oh, you can see. Oh, you can see the cheese on that one. Yeah, blue cheese is coming out. You got to be quick with these. You can't really like hang about too much with them. So as soon as that blue cheese comes out, that's it. Look at them. Delightful. Oh my goodness me, look at that. Delightful. Ah! Mm. Very delicious though. Mm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mm. Those are delicious. Oh my god. Crunchy. That salty celery kind of roquefort flavour. Absolutely brilliant. Very, very nice. Right, let's flip these ones over. They're like a little garnish to go with the dish, which is nice. Even though they're not as brown as I want them, but that's fine. They've still got that crunch, which is what I wanted. The saltiness to it. Absolutely perfect. You don't want anything else than that. Maybe if I double coated them, flour, egg and breadcrumb, giving it a thicker crust, then it might have been a bit different, but that's okay. Compliments to the chef. Appreciate it. The cheese has come out. Reminds me of Jeremy Clarkson saying something else had come out. What other cheese are you can use in those balls if you don't like blue cheese? Mozzarella. We had this. Well, I had this idea. Somebody would ask this. So I already made suggestions earlier on. You could use mozzarella. Would be a great one for this. Mozzarella and spinach go very well together. Any kind of cheeses, I guess, that you actually really like. I don't see why you can't use any other cheeses than those. Don't have to use them, but I'm a big fan of blue cheese. My wife really isn't. So, but these, absolutely fantastic. Very, very nice. All right, I'm just going to set that aside. So yeah, there you go. They're ready to go. Cheese is life. I love cheese. Cheese is great. Chunk of cheddar. Hey, haven't been in a while. How's the new house coming along? It's going great, Krusty Cheeseburger. How's things with you? So lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's good to have you here, amigo. Thank you so much for popping in. Right. Without having too much mess, let's pop my courgettes in, cook these down, take a little video as well. So let's put this onto a medium highish heat. Don't want too many courgettes in here, but start cooking this down. So let me switch this over so you guys can see. I'm going to have a little wipe up and clean. Goodness me, look at the mess on the stove, chef. Yeah, no, it's okay. We'll wipe it up later. Hey, Batoon, welcome back. How's it going, amigo? What have you been up to? How is your cheeky day going? I will say blue cheese is one of my favorites. It's up there, guys. It's up there. My OCD. Oh, with the with the oil splatters. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. Right, so butternut squash puree. We've got the cubes there. We can probably start plating up very shortly. But chef, I'm happy today. But cheese, you should be happy every day. How are you doing, cheese? Are you okay? Broccoli and Stilton soup is a must-have. Oh, broccoli and Stilton. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. I will agree with you on that one. It's very, very nice. Okay, I'm just going to cling film this veggies. I'm going to set this aside. I'm not blue. I don't know.